since it is 10 times good mojo week for our universe, I wanted to give a quick discussion on why I keep a first aid kit, an extensive first aid kit in my car. I've almost always had a first aid kit in my car because we are a farm family. When you're a farm family, injuries happen consistently, if not constantly. It happens. So I was very used to basic first aid anyway. And I mean, we have stuff stocked at the farm for the animals more so than the people, which is kind of funny if you think about it, because Grandma's a nurse. So we just have always had first aid stuff in our cars. I will never forget the day that we drove by a bicyclist who was hurt. Obviously we stopped, and because I had the extensive first aid kit in my car, we were able to stabilize her until the ambulance arrived, till the real people arrived. The idea of the first aid kit is not to be a hero. It is literally to do the most help that you can without harming. It's been a while since I've taken a CPR or first aid course. I need refreshers. Absolutely. I will be the first one to say I absolutely need a refresher, and I will schedule that for this fall. It is my spiritual dedication to the rest of humanity, especially having tiny people and knowing that I am not only spiritually but also legally entitled to take care of them, so that if something happens, I want to be prepared. I want to feel safe with my knowledge and my experience to know that I'm doing the right thing in order to help them. Even if they just fall down, you rinse it off, you wipe it with the towelette, you spray it, and you put some Neosporin and a Band-Aid on it. You're good. But obviously, gracious, we've splinted knees. Had to split knees with old fence posts at the farm. So I mean, I've probably had a little more experience than most people. But I mean, even something as simple as breaking a finger or a toe, I mean, it really sucks in the moment, let me tell you. But you don't want the swelling to get out of control. So I feel like it is my responsibility as a human being to my fellow human beings, as a common courtesy, not only as good karma, but simply to be educated, to know what to do. Now, obviously, if you are not a nurse and you are not a doctor, you should simply call 911 and do what they tell you to do over the phone. I still would absolutely do that. Absolutely. If you are concerned, call 911. They will tell you what to do. They're cool like that. I know a few 911 operators that are amazing women. I know they're gentlemen too, but I know women, so they're really great. And everyone wants to help everyone. And I feel like it should absolutely be part of our spiritual dedication as well to know what to do in an emergency. I wish that we could continue to push that on. So I'm asking you to keep a first aid kit in your car. You can buy a pre-packed one at like Walmart or Target now. It's only like, I don't know, I think it's like $10. And not only you get Band-Aids, you get alcohol. I think you give you like just the basic stuff, right? But that's okay. Hopefully you won't ever need anything more than the basic stuff. But if you're a farm family like us, I replenish my stuff every year. I just cleaned out the back. I had to replenish all of our first aid kit because it is in the heat of the car and it is in the cold of the car. I try to switch things twice a year seasonally. I had to replace all of our first aid stuff. I need to get fresh Pedialyte. I had to get fresh water. I have to get fresh toiletries because I keep toiletries here too. Because when it was kidding season with the goats and everything, we might have spent the night, pre-kids obviously, we would have just spent the night in the barn. And I would have had shower stuff on me, so as a convenience. Another thing, I keep 2 extra outfits for each of the kids. I probably have like 2 rolls of toilet paper back there between the first aid kit and then the toiletries kit. And I have little bags for each of them. It's kind of a preparedness thing. When summer hits, I'll keep freeze-dried strawberries back there. I'll keep granola bars back there. I will either keep a case of water or 2 1-gallon jugs of water. Why? Because in an emergency, if you break down, or even if you're like a kid's soccer game and people get hungry and thirsty, you have something. So maybe not even in emergencies. I use them all the time as conveniences. Seriously, it's just convenience. So being prepared is really useful, especially when you have a family that gets hangry. Me too. I can't complain. Obviously, you want to be careful what you keep in your car because, chocolate isn't going to keep in the summer. So we typically stick to granola bars and freeze-dried stuff because that handles everything well, and you don't have to worry too much about the humidity if it's all sealed up and new. If I would encourage others to do the same and to spread the word. Not only is it just a good citizenship thing to do, I really think it is kind of a spiritual duty to be able to help people in need. Obviously we're not going to save the world with our Band-Aids and finger splints and 2 gallons of water and some snacks. No. But if we can help one person on the side of the road once, frankly, that's more than enough. It's not an expensive hobby. Buying new Neosporin and hydrocortisone, what is that, like $5, maybe $6? Twice a year, it's $12. Band-Aids I may replace every few years because the sticky part, hot and cold mess that up. But it's really not that expensive of a habit to get into. Obviously, if you have a smaller car, you probably just want to keep half a case of water or a few bottles. I always say 3 bottles per person. If it's a hot day and we're at the farm, we'll probably go through 3 bottles per person. That's why I keep 2-gallon jar. I should keep 3, but I can't fit it. I can't fit it in the back. But if I know we're going to the farm, I pick up extra along the way so that we have it and we'll keep it in the shade, and use it when we need it. People will complain about the plastic being in the heat. If it's something that you are just keeping for an emergency, change it out, twice a year. And obviously in winter, you want to open them up and empty them out a little bit so that if it freezes, it doesn't explode in your car. That was a happy tip that I needed because that happened to me. If you have any questions, about the basic preparedness or about how you feel it is spiritually necessary to be prepared to help others, feel free to reach out to me. There's a bajillion websites, but I have a few that I love the best. Be happy to pass those on. And I hope that you've learned something and thought about something new, because a lot of people don't consider, first aid preparedness to be a spiritual piece of the puzzle. But sure, we'll heal each other with Reiki, but do you have a first aid kit in your car? You should. Get her done. Thanks, guys. Bye.